Hi there. Welcome to my weekly vlog. Um, wow, what a ride. This is really the last vlog for 2025. Isn't that amazing? We're about to go into New Year's week. So today, when I'm recording this, it's December 28th, the end of the month. So I want to talk about I know I've said it. I can't remember if it was here or on Friday, but it's never too late to have a happy childhood. I know I said that somewhere. It could have been the webinar, but anyway, um, so Christmas is magical. There's so many wonderful things about Christmas that, first of all, for those who are Christian, it's, the celebration of the birth of Jesus. For those who are um, young, it's the magic of Santa Claus and the wonderful kind of um, quality of giving and receiving. And anyway, what I want to talk about is one of the things that I think at some point I spoke about is how also stressful it all is. That it's not as easy and said and done as Christmas is magical and everything's going to be fine. We all have families. Some of those families are more challenging than others. My family of origin was incredibly challenging. I talked about um, at different times, going with the hope that this time it would be different. This time it would be the Norman Rockwell holiday that I had always dreamed of. Um, Hi, Carrie. Nice to see you. Hi, Zodiac. Welcome. I want to, I think having a chronic disease like lipedema and lymphedema and, having to hang in there. Hi, Life with Izzy. And hi, Carrie. Go ahead and put your question in, Carrie. And so I was saying that, I think one of the things that lipedema has taught me is persistence, to hang in there. That if I hang in there long enough, there's a solution. And whatever that solution is, you know, it, I found that, you know, sometimes the solutions aren't to my liking, even though they are solutions. Hi, Bristol. Bristol Cooper. Hi, welcome. So I had my Norman Rockwell Christmas this year. I had my Norman Rockwell Christmas. I just had the best holiday. I I have my very dear friends, Rachel and Daniel. Daniel and I went to graduate school together and we've been friends for 15 years, and they now live in Oregon, but Rachel's family lives about 20 minutes from me, where I now am in Mansfield, Massachusetts, and her family's in Providence, Rhode Island, very close. And so last year they invited me for Christmas. And I went even though at first I said no, but Daniel really said, "Oh, please, please come." And I went and it was lovely, just lovely. But last year I was really sick and it was difficult for me because I things started to turn around in the spring. So last Christmas was at the height of my being sick. And anyway, but they didn't mind and they were kind and they were loving and they invited me back this year and for Christmas Eve because I had plans on Christmas Day. So I went Christmas Eve with Daniel and Rachel and Rachel's family, who are lovely, lovely, lovely. And one of the things is, I don't have the family history with them, that I have with my own family, my family of origin. I see your question, Carrie, and I'll get to it in just a minute or two. And I want to say I have an adopted family. As a professor for many years, one of my students then became my intern, then became, I hired her once she graduated school. And, and so, and that was umpteen years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was. Has to be at least 10 or 12 years ago, maybe even longer. Anyway, while she was working for me, well, she and her husband, I always would invite them for the holidays. So they would come for Thanksgiving and Christmas. They're originally from Nepal. And so they have become my adopted family. They adopted me and I adopted them. And I am a godmom to her older son. Now she has two kids. One is 6, about to be 7, and the other is 14 months. And so they came on Christmas, and oh my God, I've never had that much fun. The Christmas gifts I got, I like magic. So I got all kinds of fun stuff like you put things together and you build a city and you put things together and it flies and you put things together and you have many variations of a magnetic put together um, mhm, doohickey. Anyway, Neom was literally jumping up and down when he was opening the presents. He was so excited. And I just felt like, oh my God. And it's so funny that a 6, almost 7-year-old would get me the perfect present for Christmas. His parents told me he picked it out. And I love it. Here it is, my winter hat from Neom, from my 6, almost 7-year-old godson. Oh my God, I love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. And what was so funny is when I moved to Mansfield, I moved in the summer, not this past summer, but the summer before. And I have yet to find all of my winter scarves and hats. I'm sure they're in a box down the basement. But anyway, hi, Lisa. Oh my God, these are wonderful messages. Happy holidays, everyone. Okay. Oh, hi, Julie Mertens. You stumbled here. This is for folks who have lipedema and lymphedema. Okay. Carrie, I want to get to your question, and I'm going to put it up here. Does anyone else suffer with extreme pain in the legs and feet? And any recommended things I use to use my suit and vibration plate? I'm thinking of switching to Mad Strain. Oh, Mediterranean diet. Does it help? Yes. Mediterranean or keto. Many of us do low carbohydrate. Mediterranean can work as well. You just have to see what works for you. And yes, pain in the legs and the feet is actually quite common. Low carbohydrate helps. Carbohydrates exacerbate the inflammation and make the pain worse. So when you go low carb, that means no bread, no pasta, no rice, no potatoes, no bread. I don't know if I'm repeating myself. There's just all of the carbohydrates, stay away from them and go very low carb. We actually recommend 20 grams or below, which is very, very little. And that'll help reduce the pain. We also, I use CBD, which is, I personally like the salve, the cream that you put on, because I find that helps. Yeah, so those are a couple of thoughts for you. Anyone else? Put it in the chat. I'm just catching up with what's here. Hi, Julie. Julie's saying, is this an informational meeting? Yeah. Yeah, if you paleo can work, but you need to be low carb. Okay, let's see. Oh, thanks, Julie Stewart. She's responding to Julie saying this is my weekly vlog. Oh, good. Someone else is using the CBD salve. I find it's very helpful. It helped me a lot. It helped me not only with the pain of lipedema, but also when I had my hip replacement. And oh my God, it was over a year before I could have the surgery because I had to lose weight in order to have the surgery. And oh my God. Anyway, it was the CBD that got me through. My surgery was a few years ago, so I'm glad to say that that is good now. Okay, so I want to go back to the thing about having a Norman Rockwell holiday. I, you know, at I'm 76 years old. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think. I, I just I had just said, it'll be fine. It'll be nice. It'll be lovely in a lot of ways, but not that ideal that I was looking for. And it was. Um, Rachel's family, her sister's husband, so her brother in law and his sister had the most beautiful relationship. You could just see them enjoying each other and enjoying each other's kids. The sister was just a delight with Rachel's sister and brother-in-law's kids. There were two kids, young, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and the other one under two. Oh my God, they were so adorable. And I think that was part of the magic is having kids around. That makes the holiday that is what I think made the holiday so magical, that the kids were so sweet and fun and excited about Christmas, and you pick that up. So, and here we are, um, ready to welcome in the new year. Oh, that's great, Carrie. Look up a low carb diet. Look up keto, especially. Um, look up Dr. Leslyn Keith, Leslyn, Leslyn Keith on Amazon. She's written a couple of books about lymphedema, lipedema, and diet and nutrition, especially keto. And we've had so many women report back that once they give up the carbs, that the pain diminishes. Sometimes it gets eliminated. So it's remarkable. Um, yeah. So, oh, Bristol says she had lipedema surgery 7 months ago and have so much hardened fibrosis from the inflammation from where the surgery was done. Complete fronts of legs. Do you know what will help that? MLD compression pumps, nothing's helping. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bristol. Yeah, I find I as well had surgeries and ended up with a lot of fibrosis. I have found that MLD, but I do a form of deep tissue work. I don't do it. I have somebody do it to break up the scar tissue, because that's what fibrosis is. Fibrosis is a form of scar tissue. Thanks, you guys. I'm getting hearts and I'm getting thumbs up. That is so great. Thank you. I love that. um, so I want to talk about the new year. There's always a next step until there isn't anymore. But in the meantime, it's just one step at a time. And the next step is 2026 coming up. We have lots of amazing stuff coming up for the new year. We're having a webinar next Saturday, January 3rd at 3 p.m. And we're going to be talking about what's coming up in the new year. Join us if you can. It's a freebie. Let me see if I can get the link for you. Give me a second. I have to find it. I didn't prepare for this one because I don't usually talk about what's coming up. I'm going to put the link. Oops. Here it is. I'm going to add the link and then I'm going to take you to the page. Here it is. learn.lipedema-simplified.org/free-webinar. That's it. And this is about it. Take me a second to share the screen. And here we go. Community is care. The missing piece in healing with lipedema. So Saturday, January 3rd at 3 p.m., we're going to be talking about community. because it really isn't the kind of disorder you want to be navigating alone, really. And one of the things that we are so pleased with is that we have built and support a community where we support one another. Um, so you don't have to do this alone. Heal through community in our Lipedema tribe. We're going to invite you to join us in tribe, but we're going to have a really wonderful. We have a group of mentors. Julie Stewart and Esther Gartner are two of them, but we have a number of others. You'll get to meet them. So it's almost 6 days away. And come join us. Come join us. And let's see. Let me come back here and say that it's a wonderful way to bring in the new year. Okay, so Julie Stewart says, in answer to your question, MLD, compression, low carb eating, higher protein, appropriate exercise, attend meetings to stay. I'm not sure what that is, but I'd say it's attend meetings to stay connected is probably what it said. And here, this is Bella. She's coming to say hi. For some reason, she always seems to come up when I'm doing my vlog. I think she likes to say hi. There she is. Okay, sweetheart. I'll pet you. So, that's it for this week. If you're a tribe member, we're going to have Tribe Evolving in 5 minutes. We're going to meet. And what Tribe Evolving is about is that we just once a month we get together. And if anybody has any good ideas, we implement all kinds of additions and changes and more in the community. So have a wonderful new year. May it be blessed. May it be prosperous. May it be just your dreams come true. Take care.